up, guys? Today I hired a bunch of different strangers to design a bunch of different clothes for my week. And at the end of the video, time for a tournament. So I asked you guys on Instagram, I did a poll to see which one was the
best outfit of the
sponsored by Fiverr. So this first designer, Melina, super stoked with what they're making. So yeah, 10 bucks, let's do it. Second one, Dig, they make vaporwave cartoon hip hop rap. And maybe like with these like illustrations, I'll have them do like a back print or a front print. So yeah, let's do this one, 40 bucks. Next one, draw minimalist but colorful illustrations. I really like these. I think this would be cool as a graphic tee as well. And 60 bucks? Sure. Let's see what they make. This one, Anna, 400 bucks. It's a bit much, but honestly, not that much for like an illustration, especially with like that much detail. So, cool. Ooh, the textile print for my product. Maybe we make like a button up with these patterns or something. Plus, it's only 10 bucks. Sure. Let's see what we'll make. Nor textile. All right, I want them to make me something. That'd be cool if they make me like a jacket or something. I don't know. We'll see what they make. Next one, Hampstead. They'll make a technical sketch. 30 bucks. Sure. Let's see what they make. Then last, Elenically. Maybe they'll do like an entire outfit or like an entire collection, like summer collection. I don't know. We'll see. 40 bucks. Sure. So I sent a similar message to all these people. I was like, hi, I'm looking for someone to create a piece of summer clothing. And I said that the type of clothing and design was up to them. And if they want to like get a feel for my style, they can visit my Instagram, Shmoxd, I spelled that wrong, Shmood, or you can check out the YouTube, www.youtube.com/Shmood for inspiration, and let them know if that's something they can do. Pause. So a couple times in this video, I'm gonna stop and explain some things that little green screen me failed to mention. Like in this case, me as a client asking the creator to be like, hey, have the creative freedom you want, but make sure it's on brand, is kind of a douchey move. Because as a client, you're probably thinking this will make it easier on the artist or the creator, where in reality, it usually means they have to do more work, they have to research you, research your brand, come up with a concept. If the client doesn't like the concept, then that means reworks. And so a lot of times it's better to have a set idea of what you want when you're asking creators what to make. Or if you don't know, sometimes creators will have past work that they haven't commercialized or sold that fits your brand, and then they won't have to do any extra work, and it's perfect. Meanwhile, I thought it'd be cool if I made some paper dolls. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh, it's the ABC sitcom that you're talking about, paper dolls. No, you know, like they're actually like made out of paper. They have like little tabs so you can like switch out the clothing, and that way we'd have something to try out these clothing on. So I stole them from the internet, smacked my face on there, changed the contrast, made it look a little illustrated, changed out the shoes, added my dumb tattoos, and we're good to go. I also made like a change of shoes so we could switch this up, some clothing that you can wear right now so you don't have to look at my naked illustrated self while we look at these designs. So let's go. I got 8 of them. I know that's more than the days of the week, so we'll make like one day up. Monday. So the first one, the $10 one, it ended up being 75 because I asked for more illustrations and a rush fee. But super stoked with how it turned out. I made like this little make stuff rainbow. That could be like a cute little front print, and then this back print with these cute guys that are like little flowers going out of them. He's embroidering. Are you kidding me? So love that. So talking about making something on brand with very little information beforehand, Melina killed this. Like honestly, I think if you were like, hey Brian, I want you to make a design of someone embroidering, mine wouldn't turn out half as rad as this. And for brand identity, I feel like this would match what I would want more than like if I made it myself, which is wild to me. But something I think I would change is the font on the rainbow. I don't know if I would change the font. I kind of like it. Maybe I'd put it underneath or make it smaller. I don't know. Text is kind of difficult on t-shirt designs because I feel like it really adds to the feel of the shirt, and if it doesn't match the design, it kind of throws the whole thing off. That being said, I don't feel that this text throws it off. it just could change a little bit. And that might just be like my personal preference, so cool. Thought we'd do like a simple outfit with a jacket, or maybe even like a ranger outfit. I don't know what you call that. So Tuesday, the $40 one ended up being $70 for a rush fee, and they did the vaporwave and they killed it. Like from just looking at like my Instagram and my YouTube, I think they pulled a bunch of detail out. So I thought it was pretty cool. We're starting off with two really strong pieces. I feel like both of these represent me really well. And I want to talk about the time that Deg put into making this piece. So first we have like the research that they had to do to find out like all the details about me. Then they had to come up with a concept, and then the actual illustration. So this is an underestimate, but let's say it took them 6 hours. At $40, that would mean that they're making $6.66 per hour, which is pretty cheap. And that's not a dig at Deg. I do feel like they're undervaluing their work, but it's difficult because you have to consider other artists or creators who are doing the same thing you're doing in like the same medium and their prices. Because really that is who you're competing against. That's who, you know, you're trying to outbid. And creators, I feel like for the most part do undersell their work and themselves, which sucks because that brings down the bottom line for everyone, making it good for clients and kind of shitty for creators. So Deg killed it, deserves way more, I feel like. So we'll just do like a basic shirt and jeans. Wednesday, $60 one. They sent me like an illustrated sketch to approve. I approved it, and that's what got me super stoked on it. Lions, I do love lions. Tigers, that's not a lion, that's a tiger. Tiger and flowers. Line work and lines are really awesome. You can change the width of your lines to give something like more importance, or like make something feel heavier or lighter. Maybe do details or shading with them. I feel like they did a lot of that in this. Like the thickness of the lines around the flowers are bigger than the details in the leaves and the details in the petals. I do kind of wish that they would have done either less on the petals or more to give it more balance. I don't know. I feel like there's something there that could be changed a little bit. But this part right here, I think is super beautiful. And overall, I do really like this piece. Super stoked on that one. Added like a Hawaiian shirt. And then I was like, oh, let's try a hat. No hat. Hat. No hat. No hat. So next, the $400 one. Super excited to see what they made. And they fulfilled. They got a bunch of different options of these little tigers. They get another tiger. I guess I like tigers. I mean, I do like tigers, so it shows. So going back to line work, I really love how like the foliage in the back doesn't even have outlines. It really pulls out the tiger. And then like the flowers and the eyeballs do have lines, but it's not distracting from like the main piece. And it feels cohesive as a whole. Another thing that they did that was super cool was taking the tiger's head and actually using that as like a second design, like a front print. I feel like that's t-shirt designing 101. So was this worth $400? I'm gonna say yes and no. So let's say I'm making t-shirts with this print and it costs me $15 to make the shirt. General rule of margins are you double that price and that's your wholesale, then double that wholesale price and that's your retail price. I usually just charge wholesale price for everything just because I'm more stoked about people wearing it or like supporting me. So let's go with that. If I'm making $15 a shirt, it would take 26 shirts to make back the $400. So for me, where I'd sell more than 26 shirts, it would be worth it. But let's say you weren't, then it probably wouldn't be worth it to spend this much money on a design for a t-shirt. Now, did she oversell her work? Let's say it took her 10 hours to make this, and that's again an underestimate. That would mean she was making $40 an hour, which may seem like a lot, but I think something we forget as clients when we're paying for someone to like use their skill or something that they developed over time is all the time, all the hours it takes in practice and learning to be able to even create something for us. So was this worth $400 for their art? Heck yeah. So we have that sausage tiger, one for the front. Just threw them on things. Maybe thought the back print would be cool in the front. Maybe make it all the same color. Maybe take a bunch of those little guys and put them on a bucket hat. Maybe we'll just tattoo that thing on my chest. I love it so much. No. So next, the $10 one for like the pattern, and they killed it. For $10, I'm like super stoked on this custom pattern. So I'm curious to how they made this. I want to know if they illustrated the flowers and then put them together, because if so, that's crazy. I kind of think they probably just copied and pasted and then put it together, which makes more sense for like the price that it was. But even then, they had to have like the eye to know where to put things and where to place it so that it looks good, because this does. It's very, very pleasing to look at. I did like inverse it so we had different color options, And I did like that inverse pink color better. Throw some overalls on there and we're good to go. All right, Saturday. That's the $20 one. Ended up being $50 for the rush fee. And they made a rad print. And the cool thing about this is it's repeatable, which is pretty hard to do. So every time that I've had to make a design where it repeats, I do it manually and it's a pain. So kudos to them if that's how they did it. Or even if they have like a software or they use like the pattern tool. I mean, I'm paying for them to do something that I don't know how to do. So definitely worth it. As far as the design goes, it's very on brand in the point that it's flowers and skulls. If you were to like look at my Instagram, that's what you would see. My issue with skulls is that they're kind of hard to do. I feel like they can come off as very douchey, I guess. And so like when people do skulls, I either love it or I hate it. So there's that. So now just decide pink or blue. Pink or blue. Blue. Now tucked in, tucked out, tucked in, tucked out. Alright, Sunday. This was a $30 one. And this is cool because they gave me like a technical spreadsheet. So if I want to get these made, I think I could get them made. They even have the fit figured out. They say the t-shirt silhouette is slightly oversized with drop down sleeve, double kneaded overlock with rib collar. So that's super cool because then I could just like give it to a fabricator and get them made. And I guess this is more along the lines of what I was looking for when I was asking for people to design summer clothes. This is what I was expecting to get. That being said, I'm stoked with all the stuff that I did get. This is what I was wanting. But yeah, love me some striped tees. I kind of wish I would have like paid a little bit more so they would have colored them. But super stoked, I just picked two of my favorite and then colored it myself. Picked the color I like, picked the shirt I like, and yeah, good to go. So last Shmonday, $40. They gave me two options, which was super cool. Then I decided to go with the polo one with the shorts. The polo was cool, it had like little embroideries on it. The shorts had the buckle. I want to show you guys closer the first and second options that they showed me, because both are wild. They killed like the concept idea of getting a good concept that could then be interpreted into clothing design. Because I feel like most times when making something or designing something, we're like, oh, it looks cool, that's what we want. We want it to look cool. We want this logo to look cool. When in reality, what sells, what influences, what has a better impact on people is story. So if you can make something with a good story, with a good concept, you're gonna be better off. And they killed it. Just adding the little embroidery piece to really tie in my, like, who I am as a creator and stuff, because I do a lot of embroidery on my channel, if you don't know, is just wild. So that's awesome. They killed it. It's pretty straightforward. All right, we got them all. Time for a tournament. So I asked you guys on Instagram, I did a poll to see which one was the
Best outfit of the
cool. All right, so the first one, I liked the left one better. So I actually agreed with you guys on that one. This one, I liked the right one. I liked the design of the right one, but the clothing of the left one better, so. This one, I don't know, it was a toss-up, but I did agree with you guys with the left. Then last one, I like stripes. It's the left one for me too. So with that, all the left ones are advancing. We're on to round two. This one was tough, so I was glad that it was a pretty close poll, but the left did win. This one, I like stripes, but I do like those overalls, so the overalls won quite soundly. Final round. So, I don't know, both these outfits are like pretty staple me outfits. So I was curious to see who won, but I mean those overalls, I guess you can't beat them.
best outfit of the
So a huge thank you to Fiverr for sponsoring this video. I did make a little storefront with a bunch of different sellers that I like to work with. And if you guys want, you can get 15% off your first order using the code Shmoxd15. Other than that, if you guys think the overall outfit wasn't the winner one, let me know. I mean, I think it was just kind of biased because that is like something I would wear. So all the Instagram people were like, oh, this looks most like you. Who knows? And lastly, I'm curious to know which design you guys liked. Like the make stuff, the vaporwave, or the tiger and the flowers, or the tiger and the sausages, maybe just the floral print, or the floral skull print, stripe design, or the polo. Let me know, and we'll tip them like an extra $100. So cool. Also, I didn't know if you guys would want it, but I did it anyways. You guys can pick up a free PDF of these paper dolls on my shop, on my website, if you want it. So, cool, there's that.